Check it out boys. Here I was, on my low-level ranger, minding my own savage business. When all of a sudden, a pink hat, Gilligan Island Shat, happened to log in, and began attacking me, with the quickness. And just like the pink hat Shat he immediately called in his backup, even though he was level 87, and I was level 49. Wow. I tried my best to stay alive but my 50 HP was no match for this gang of cowboys. So without hesitation I hopped onto my main account, and headed back out to the wilderness to take on these wannabe mayhem maker boys all by myself. My dragon dagger was ripping through these clowns like fresh cabbage, as I began taking on both of these noobs at the same time. Oh, you noobs wanna pick on low levels? Do ya? Well, guess what? Now you're going to die. I began to act like I was running away from these clowns, just to throw off the illusion that they were actually winning this fight, when in reality, I was running them straight into my savage plan. You see boys, when you pretend like you are running away, it gives the goblin boys false hope that they are actually good, when in reality, they suck massive pipe. Pencil neck pipe smokers were closing in, but my chops were connecting with precise precision. Wow. Even though it was 2 versus 1, it was obvious that these noobs were struggling extremely hard, and sweating like stinky pigs. Yet again I began running further and further south, but still turning around to bolt off some massive slaps to the front of these hillbillies' cavity-infested teeth. And before you knew it, this wizard was outmatched, and began running for the hills where he belonged. But unfortunately for this clown he was much too slow, and we capped him right in the back of the head with a massive 44, with the swiftness. Wow. Maybe next time you should think before you decide to be a massive dumbass hick, and attack a level 49 who was clearly trying to handle his own savage business. Ha 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 ha, wow. Oh yes boys, give daddy the goods. Take a look at that bank boys, nearly 400k worth of junk. Wow. I highly suggest you go back to training on cows and goblins, because the level of skill you displayed today, was truly pathetic. Wow. Stop right there biker boy. What in the heck do you think you are doing this far away from Lumbridge? This goblin clearly had no idea how severe the extent of his crimes truly were, so I had to clobber him over the head straight back to the land of criminals. Die cabbage boy, die. You just got clapped like a level 1 duck. Ha 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 ha, wow. Let's watch that one more time, but in slow motion. Clobbered this cowboy right over his tiny head. Good fight noob, and get lost, because kids with your tiny head belong in Port Sarim with the seagulls, and the rats. Even with only 91 range I still was obliterating these thieves to smithereens. And what do you know boys, it looks like he just got the mahogany log drop from Callisto, which is worth nearly 400k coins. Wow. After I clapped down that last noob, I went back out to kill the rest of his glitched bear, only to find myself being ambushed by a couple of new age max level hybrid boys, who acted like they wanted to tango with daddy. Just like every new age chat in this game, he was immediately using his protection prayers. But my 91 range was clapping right through this cowboy's thick skin like warm butter. Oh my gosh, did you see that boys? Butterface Popsicle Stick Boy tried to take me out with his special attack, but his sword stood no chance against my massive chest, giving me just enough time to clap him out with ease. Thanks a lot, Popsicle Stick. Maybe next time you should focus more on your health, rather than your special attack. Let's have a look at that bank loot, boys. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about, boys. Nearly 1.5 million coins. And I was barely even trying. Wow. Now boys, while I was filming this video, I didn't even die one time. In fact, I've never died in the wilderness even once in my entire life. And anyone who tries to share a picture or a video of me getting killed, just know that it is 100% fake. These cowboys will use Windows Movie Maker and MS Paint to make it look like they killed me, when in reality, they are the ones that died. These noobs are so high on sniffing their own farts, that they actually will think they have won, when in reality they are sitting on the Lumbridge steps. And even if you think you see me die in game with your own two eyes, just know that you are actually high on fart dust, and when you come to you will realize that your bank is gone. Just like this ginger goblin realized when he kept trying to run back after I clapped him, just hoping he could pick up some of his leftover garbage items. But unfortunately for this young ginger boy, I kept freezing him just before he could reach, sending him straight back to the town of Sesame Seed Clouds. But he kept on just coming back. Get lost, Flat Top Boy. Your stuff belongs to me now. Then all of a sudden, Flat Top Gingivitis Boy said one of the rudest things anyone has ever said to me. So I slapped him twice as hard, and twice as quick. Begone, you rude noob. Begone. After I clapped that noob so many times, I began pondering why that uptight flat top noob was so persistent on returning for his items, when all of a sudden I realized that he was actually an Iron Man. Which made me laugh 3 times as hard as I already was. Ha 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 ha, wow. Good fight, Iron Man boy. Maybe next time you should show a little respect, instead of acting like an entitled goblin boy. Wow. Whether it's an Iron Boy, Slayer Boy, Gold Farmer Boy, Botter Boy, Hybrid Boy, or even a Clue Hunter Man Lady Boy, you all get the same treatment in these savage streets. And that's a one-way trip to Lumbridge with the quickness. And guess what, boys? I was proud of it. I don't know how many times I must tell you, but these lands are not safe. There is a reason this is called the wilderness. This is no man's land, lawless county, ran by cowboys and killers. Just like the wild Wild West. And it's up to you to decide which side of that line you are going to be on. Are you gonna be a killer? Or are you gonna be a Kenny Chesney cowboy? The choice is yours. By the way, boys, just look at that loot. Can't believe a Varax helmet is so worthless nowadays. Back in my day the Varax helm was worth nearly 4 million coins. Ha 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 ha, wow. Oh my freaking gosh, boys, take a look. Here we encountered a PVM Slayer boy, who had gone rogue, and was prepared for PvP combat. I began fighting this rogue goblin with strategic strategy. I had to make sure I maintained proper distance from my target, because at any second he could switch to his Armadyl God sword, and clap me out. With the luckiness. Bring it on, cowboy. Bring it on. Say hello to the Duke for me, would you? Thanks. Ha 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 ha, wow. PVM boy put up a good fight, but it was no match for the powers of my almighty dragon claws. We're eating good tonight, boys. We're eating good tonight. Now let's have a look at that total loot. Would you look at that, boys? Nearly 700k coins. Now that's what I would call bank loot. Ha 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 ha, wow. Silly goblin actually thought he was going to escape, but nobody can survive the slaps of my 91 range. And what do you know, boys, we were able to take back the rune pickaxe that he just stole from Callisto. Never underestimate the powers of 91 range, boys, never underestimate the powers. And as for the hybrid boys, let's just say they got turned into Swiss cheese. And as for RuneFest boys, you better hit that link below, and vote for your favorite content creators, and by content creators, I mean myself. Wow! Now boys, please remember that the commentaries in these videos are just entertainment. And I want each and every one of you watching at home to know from the bottom of my savage heart that I love you. And the next time you log into RuneScape and see another player, let them know that you love them too. Wow! The only thing promised in life is death.